Now we're going to show you how to make a staircase. Once upon a time, the stairs I'm sitting on now were covered in carpet and had steel railings. We're going to show you how to put in wood floors and wooden railings. Now notice that I'm sitting on a curved staircase. This is actually more difficult than the floors and railings than on a square staircase because you can use the right angles and it's much easier to cut. However, we needed to shape these banisters and these stairs so that they would fit onto the staircase.
Yeah, so before you remove the steel railing, you need to get, this is a 7-piece banister. So there are 7 pieces. When you have a very thin piece, very easy to bend them. So you have this, you put the old glue to all the layer, between the layer, and then you attach this to the steel railing. And once you attach it, you need to use a clamp to make sure they are tied together. And this, you need to leave this 24 hours until the wood glue will get dry. And then you can take the railing out and put it outside and remove the steel railing, remove the carpet. Once you remove the carpet, then you need to rebuild the stair. The stair, what I use, there are only 2 type of planks. One is the regular that we showed before, that's here. The other type is this with a nose. That's the shape of the section. You can see there's a nose here. See clearly there's a nose here. So that's this type of material. And you have this all around it. The most difficult is the first one. See this round, you really need to cut a few sections. You piece them together so you can make a round shape.
So we have 2 major problems here when creating the stairs. We have to be able to create both square noses. Notice here that we have a 45-degree angle. And also on the bottom step here, we have a rounded edge. How do I create that rounded edge?
You need to cut this type of material in a pie shape. And you piece them together. You glue them. And then you use a sander to sand to a very smooth surface. So this whole thing was as a 1 piece, and then you just face nail them down. The 45-degree angle is very easy. Actually, you use the miter saw. Miter saw can change to a 45-degree angle. You just cut it. And then once all the stair is built, the remaining thing is the baluster. And this one, you have to really spend a long time, measure the height, and draw a hole here, and draw a hole here. You have to count how many you have to do. There are 2 per stair in this case.
After we create the floor of the stair, we're going to want to put in the balusters and the ends and the railings. So it's important here to check with your guidelines, your laws about construction laws, because these balusters need to be close together. How close together are these balusters?
Yeah, this is a different, our case is 6 inch, so the little head from a child cannot get in.
And so these balusters, if you on either end have pegs. And what we did was we took a drill with a very wide head, yeah. And we drilled a hole in where we wanted the bottoms and the tops of these balusters to stand. When you're doing this, be very careful and measure it several times to make sure that you really have the right measurements, and try placing it in where it's going to need to fit, because it's very important to get these angles just perfect. Otherwise, you're going to have a very unstable staircase. What we did here, we took the ends, we put them into place. We took the railings and kind of guessed at where we wanted them and tried to line up the balusters on the floor and the railing. Before placing the railing in, we had a lot of people help out, hold the balusters up so we could fit all of the railing over all of them at once.
Yeah, and also put some glue before, and before the glue is dry, you need to finish the job. That's the challenge. And it took a few weekends, but it's not as hard as you would think. And once it's set up, there's some imperfection there, but nobody will ever notice. Because it's curved, people don't know which curve is going, you know, if there's some imperfection, nobody will ever notice. So look at this, so beautiful.
On a square staircase, you'll want to perform approximately the same set of operations. However, you will have straight pieces of wood. You won't need this fancy pieced together railing. And so the job should be a lot easier for you.
And this is our finished stairs.
Yeah.
These are the finished stairs. Thank you for watching this video, and we hope you like the next one.